Well, you know what time it is, but are you ready? I would be ready if this camera would finally act correct, but no, always something. Damn, why? Always a thing. Always something. And I think it got disconnected. Oh, that is lovely. Well, nope. I guess you guys won't get to see my pretty face today, but you get to see this. Well, unfortunately, there was an incident that happened with the camera. I guess it got disconnected. So, you guys can still see me, and that's what's important. You may not get to see my pretty face, but you get to see the painting. And you can still hear me. So, welcome to Art with Mad Mel. I am happy that you guys are here today, and we are going to be painting the Ninja Turtle painting again. We're going to get back to that and try to put some more detail into it. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. A pretty smashing weekend so far. Not too bad. Kind of crazy, but when is it not mad, right? So, let's see here. I see Zateris is here. It's correct. You are just in the void form. Yeah, exactly. I'm in the void form. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. The void form is just fine. And I wonder if being in this form, if it's going to cause a problem with the other thing I was trying to do, which is the music. That's the other thing. Unless if we can just go on ahead and start doing some stuff without it for a bit, because I still have to get it ready. And I know it seems like, oh man, it's just, why the hell don't you have your stuff ready, Mel? Well, you know, I didn't think this was going to happen. But, you know, you knock stuff over sometimes, you never know. You're like, oh man, why are you doing this to me? You know? I knocked over a bunch of stuff off of my desk. That's what happened. And the first thing that we're going to do is I need to mix some brown together because we're doing the shell, right? Because I have to get the shell done. Shell is important. That's one of the more complicated parts of this piece is the shell. But I want it to be a little bit darker in tone than usual. There's a certain brown. They did it in the, what was it, the early 2000s Ninja Turtles. I think it was 2002 to 2006. They did that. It was like a reddish brown for the turtle shell, except for, like always, Raphael's always the darkest, because I think he's like borderline snapping turtle. But I digress. But we got that here. I need some more water because everything's getting stiff. So what I did earlier today, as I was working on this, I went on ahead and I cleaned up. I added some more white here because I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to change this because I wanted to put the, I thought about like where am I going to put the separation. So I figured why not go on ahead and just make the manhole cover there, because that would work. You know, kind of like split everything up a little bit. So we're going to put the manhole cover there in the middle. And then from there, we're going to try to change some stuff up. I'm still going to put that same drop down like I did in this area, but I want to make it a little bit cleaner. And I don't want no Foot Clan member in it either. I don't want to put the foot in there because there's really no point. It's more of a highlight picture than anything. So, let's see here. So what's new? Anything new? Anything bizarre, weird, strange? I know the news is being crazy. Oh, thank you guys for popping in and looking at the video that I made. For those of you that did watch that or listen to it, it was just a little something that was on my mind. I wasn't trying to ruffle feathers, as some people like to put it. I just had a thought, right? And I just wanted to express that thought outward. So the shell starts about here and rounds around about that. So we're going to start here. There we are. Yeah, I just figured why not? You know, everybody talks, everybody out there saying stuff. And it's like, oh man, what makes you think you can talk? Well, I don't know. It's just things I watch, things I observe, things I just, you know, I'll look at from time to time. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Or at least a look into my mind with things. It can be dangerous, looking and peering into the mind of the madman, right? There we go. Now I know in our time tonight we're probably not going to get the entire painting done, but the idea is to at least get the shell for the other three at this point. And then if it dries fast enough, then we might be able to move on and start doing some of the definition on the face. Not really. Ah, Soul Mask. That's right. That sounds like fun. I haven't touched Soul Mask in a while. Did I bump that? I think I did. I think I bumped that just a little bit. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, Soul Mask seems like a pretty fun game to probably go back to. I haven't touched it. I think it might still be installed, but it's not on a solid state. It's on my regular hard drive. I believe it might still be, but I'm not sure. Because I was trying to figure it out at one point in time, like most survival games. I just don't always run into a block or just get kind of tired, but I don't know. I might piddle. I know there's supposed to be some newer stuff that you're supposed to be able to do from it, which is cool. I will tell you guys something that really was a bummer that I'm not happy with, and unfortunately the Duchess had to return it. We were trying to play Helldivers 2, but for whatever reason it wasn't working right, and the game glitched. Initially it glitched and it knocked her out of the game, and then she got back in the game, but she was doing the tutorial and she didn't get to go back to the tutorial and finish it, so it just put her in the game, which didn't think that was going to be a problem, and tried to play it, and she wasn't able to shoot her gun, wasn't able to do anything, was having issues with that, so much so that I was having delay myself. It wasn't running at optimal peak, right? Now, the internet here at the Madhouse is well in capabilities of doing so, and being able to handle that type of game, and both of us playing. I think it's just tacky, though, that game is running, I guess, on an older engine or something, because that's stupid. I don't understand how that would be a thing. But I saw it on Reddit, and, you know, that's apparently a glitch that I think is trash. Oh, fast travel and automation. Ah, that's nice. Oh my goodness, it keeps spilling. Why do you keep spilling? Why? Because you're not sitting properly. That's why. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Yeah, so that's a pain, right? So, but what can you do? Maybe return it. Maybe try to get it later. Maybe see if it'll work. You know, new mask basically. Sengoku with village stuff. Interesting. I wonder if they fixed the light and darkness in that game. I absolutely hate how dark that game is. That's one of the reasons why I just didn't like playing it. Yeah, I know you could get something for it or whatever. You could probably get a lamp, but just the fact that initially it's very, very, very dark, right? I don't know. I may or may not come back to it. I mean, it's a possibility. Dadgummit, I need this darker. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the base coat first and then let it dry, and then we'll come back, because it'll be a 2-layer thing. And we gotta get it at the chin, right? But yeah, that sucked. So we went on ahead and went to an old classic, Saints Row 3. We started playing that, so that was fun. But yeah, it's just sometimes video games can let you down, right? You know, I thought, man, that was going to be something. You know, I thought it was going to act right. But for whatever reason, it wanted to be a donkey. Can't stand that. You would think Helldivers would have some of their stuff situated by now, but I know some people would be like, oh, well, that game's trash, and that ain't got this and that. I'm not knocking on the game. I like the game. The game is fun. I just don't like when stuff like that happens and there's no real solution to fix it. That's the only problem I have. And it's also one of those things that's considered like a rare problem. Like, not everybody consistently have it. It took me a while to try to find information on it because it was so bizarre. Like, you know, troubleshooting for it was something like put the game in veteran mode for the control, because we like to use the controller. Some people might say, oh, well, you need to use a mouse and keyboard, or try the same damn thing, right? I haven't touched in a long time. Yeah, you know, so it's hard to say, really. And I don't know if it has something to do with a glitch. I don't know if it has something to do with just it, or if it was a combination of the both, or it was just because my presence was there. Could be that too. At this point, I don't know. But I do know that it was a bummer, and that really sucked. I was kind of bummed because, you know, I was excited, and oh well. So I'll say this, you know, sometimes things don't go the way you want it to go, but you know, the important thing is trying to find other solutions and other alternatives. So, you know, what was the better solution was probably just go to Saints Row, because they could drive around and shoot stuff and blow things up and have a good time. So that's ultimately what we ended up doing. I'd like to say hello to anybody that may be popping into the stream right now. We're working on the Ninja Turtle painting. I started a couple of weeks ago, and we're doing some shell work, and I'm going to probably get some of the detail in the face done, started, try to do some of the black outline a little bit, try to get that definition and separation set up so you can see where their faces are supposed to be and everything like that. Let me kind of tilt this down some. Getting the camera just right has been kind of a task, you know, because the way that this board is set, but I think it's okay. I could try something else, but I don't want to finagle with it too much. So, anything in the real world going on that you guys have noticed or paid attention to? I don't know. I made a couple of videos. I made a few of them. Made one called, I had a rant from me being in the store. So that's coming up in almost 10 minutes. So I know Zateras, you love that kind of stuff. So you're gonna have yourself a fun old time with that. So I hope you're excited. I was kind of weary about it, but you know, sometimes you run into. I'll put it like this: it was about a situation that happened in a store, right? And it was noticeable because I thought where I was at, I wouldn't be running into that, but I did, and it was kind of off-putting. Like, man, come on, you know. But I will just say this: people are getting ruder, and there isn't any way to fix that. And that's all I'm going to say on that part. Now, let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, we lost something. Nope. There we go. Okay, reference picture. You guys want some music? Let me throw some music up. I feel like some jazzy stuff tonight. How do you guys feel about jazzy? Feel like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it makes it a little bit easier for me to concentrate sometimes. Or at least I like it when I paint. Puts me in a cool mood, right? Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't know. Let's see. What do I want to listen to? Desktop. There we go. Nope. There, that's decent. Steady the hand, right? Let's see what happens with this, because I got a bunch of these stupid brushes over here that I thought were dead. I thought these pens were dead, but they're apparently still got something in them. Let's see what happens here. I'm trying to see where would be a good place. We'll start with Raph. Alright, I think this might work. Alright, let me get the... There we go. There we go. There we go. There we are. Beautiful. Whew, look at that. That's nice. I like that. Alright, we'll let that sit there for a second. And then, let me see here. Oh, man. I'll come back to that. Let's see. Let me get this skull right. There we go. Put a little touch in his shoulder, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Let me do this. Alright, let's see. Let's go over here. Ooh, whoa, that was close. Ugh, this song. I just need to throw that away. You know what? As a matter of fact, maybe I don't even want to play this. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't want to play this. This is silly. This is silly. Because that almost put me to sleep. Shit, that really almost put me to sleep, sadly. And I don't want to listen to that. No, what have we got? What have we got? Let's see. Here, I got something. Let's do this. Let's just go back here. Document, Let's go back down to... Because I need to let this dry, too, because that's a little wet. And there's a spot that's a little wet, but it should be dry here in a second. And while that is drying, we can do... you can do this. We'll just do the whole thing, the whole music file. I don't even care. There, I'll just do the big file. I'll just hit random on that. That's enough. There, have fun with that. There we go. It's a little something. Other side. Alright, let's see. Hey! Yes, indeed, Asmodeus. It's ninja time. Indeed. You know, I've been holding off on this for a minute. Been holding off on this for a minute. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had an impeccable time on Battlefield. I know you've been on that. Hope you've been getting those kills in, right? I hope you've been having a good day. Boom. All right. Look at that. Boom. Baby, that's looking nice. Is this better? Is this better? Was that a little too slow earlier? Is this what you guys wanted? You wanted to get gassed up with the techno? Is that it? Here, is that what you wanted? It's pretty great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to make it great. Trying to make it awesome. Trying. But we will get there, and it will be. Because I believe we will. Okay. Now we gotta do the outline for Mikey. Not too bad, right? I'll fix that. There we go. Now we gotta do the tan for the chest. Oh no, Mel, we gotta do the tan for the chest? Yeah, we gotta do the tan for the chest. Wait, why? But first we're gonna white out the eyes, right? Because I'm a fan of the whited out eyes from the original comic book. Call me an old puritist with this, but you know, I like my Ninja Turtles with their eyes the way that the comic looked. You know, the first comic was actually pretty fun. Wasn't too bad. I enjoyed the original one. There we go. And don't worry, I'm going to put a nod to the OGs in here somewhere with all the red bandanas. You will see that. I'm going to do a hat tilt to that. I am not going to put this together and not have that put in there. You got me all messed up, right? Doll of Daisy will do it. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Ugh, that's pretty. Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. There.
If you want to. If you want to.
Oh, that was fun. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. My arm just moved all of that. Wow. Crap. Alright. Let's see here. Chat's open if you guys want to talk. Throw something in the chat. I don't care what you want to throw in there. Throw something in there if you don't mind. Let's gibber, let's jabber. We can even gabber if you want to. Good vibes. There we go. Oh man. Whew. I'm going ahead and get Don Leonardo's eyes and everything because I got to come back through and hit him with that blue. Get that situated. Oh, what is that? Did you really? You pesky little whatever, man. I can't even think of a word to say right now. Brush frayed in a piece, went rogue. I have a Tom Clancy brush, it went rogue. Right? Every Tom Clancy book, someone goes rogue. Right? And what's that other writer? Dean Koontz? See, everything about him, anytime he writes something, there's always somebody's working with somebody else. Get out of there. Can you please just move? Man. I will tell you guys this. Don't go cheap with your brushes if you can avoid it. You know, in the beginning, you're going to, whatever you can get, that's fine. That's fine. But at a certain point, in every artist's life, they hit a threshold where they're like, okay, am I going to do this for real? Am I really going to do this? Because if I am, I need to get the right type of tools. Because like in any profession, you're only as good as your tools, right? If you have the skill but pissy tools, you're gonna have good work with piss poor tools, and that's going to just be frustrating. You know, I always think of it as I want to master my craft with shitty tools, so that way when I get better tools, I'm a perfectionist. You know, become a master with shitty tools, and then you can master any tool. Ah, you scrubbity bum. Damn. It barely even touched it. Just barely. I just barely grazed it and said, I want to go gray. Oh no, we're not doing that. Come on. Yeah, that got on my nerves. That was going to drive me crazy. Cool. Cool. They all look pretty good. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah, we got them. It looks pretty good. I'm going to let that dry for a sec. Get some of that off of there. And then we're going to come through here with some gray. I want to make that manhole cover right there. And not bad for the first 45. Not bad, dadgummit. There we go. Yes, indeed. There we are. Alright, so now I'm going to get all of that off of there so we can just work around. There we go. Now I'm going to give that a minute. I'm going to give that just a little bit of time. Okay? Cool. Oh, all right. While we wait, let me ask you, which one of the Ninja Turtle games is your favorite game? Or movie? I will tell you guys mine. Okay? So it starts out with Ninja Turtles. Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. I love that game. Then that was the other one. Turtles in Time. And then probably the second one, and then probably the first one. And I like the Ninja Turtle films, except for the third one. I'm not a big fan of the third one. I'll watch it, but the third one of that, just like RoboCop, they dropped the damn ball. They had an opportunity. They did a backflip. They missed the swimming pool completely, right? They just said, watch this, and then we watched, and then it wasn't what we thought it was supposed to be, right? That was the hard part about Ninja Turtles 2. After seeing that, and was like, man, that was great. And then you see 3, and it's like, why? Why you want to hurt my childhood? What did I do to you? You know, I just wanted to enjoy Ninja Turtles. Like, I didn't know you had a personal vendetta against that. I'm sorry. How was I supposed to know that? Right? You know? I'm like, boys, movies and video games and toys. Alright, I'm going to do a test here in a second. See if it's ready to go. Thank you guys for being here. You're the best part of the show. Mostly, the best part of the show is being able to talk to you guys and inspiring somebody to do something. You know. There we go. Alright. Oh wow, that sucks. Even a DOS simulator? That's not good. Well, we'll figure out a way to be able to get that going at some point in time. I'm sure we can actually figure that out. Alright. Let's get back over here. Alright. Looks like we're in good shape. Now we're going to add a little bit more orange, a little bit more red. Purple's looking good, and the blue definitely needs another touch up. And let me get the green, because we'll go on ahead and just get that out of the way too, so we don't have to worry about it, because I think I went with that color green. I went with a darker one for Raph, but it's okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the arcade game was fun, but it just always took a lot of my quarters, so I was a little pissed with that game a little bit, right? Like, I got a little bit of hate for it, not a lot, but I got a little bit, you know? You get older, and then you start getting ROMs and emulators and stuff, and you're like, I want my vengeance for all that money that I spent as a child, and then you get it, and it's like, man, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, you thought it was gonna be sweeter, but it's like, nah, alright, whatever, man. You know, we'll touch up the red. Why not, right? We're already here. And see, we're already developing the daisy. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Got that. And I want that blue just a tad bit darker. So, bear with me a second. Let me get a little bit darker blue. Throw in there. Ah, here we go. A little bit darker blue. There we go. A little bit of that navy. That's how I mixed it before, so. Alright, here we go. I want to go for a medium-sized brush for their bandanas. So I don't think that they really need anything major, right? So, let's say this little buddy right here, right? Also, if you have questions or want to know what's going on or just have a question on what I'm working on, feel free to throw that in the chat too. Cool. Look at that. All right. Oh, let's see. I wonder if I can get my camera to work. You guys want me to try to get that to work? Let me see if I can get that to reconnect. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I would have to restart the whole damn thing again. But I think I got it. There we go. It was unplugged. It was unplugged. I had to crawl under there and take a look. And yeah, it's unplugged. Got it plugged back up, but I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. We're already going. Where did I leave off? Orange. Right. Oh man, but I wanted a different brush. I hate when I get flustered. And that brush is already shot. Hey. Man, I gotta let that sucker go. I think I should do the foot clamp one about this size too now. Thinking about it. Probably having both of them the same size would be great. I'd make a nice side-by-side piece. You know. There we go. Alright, let's go up here and let's do a little bit of the red. Let's get that going. There we go. Yeah, that's starting to look really nice. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Green time. Now let's see, which brush are we going to do for the green? Because I need to go over it one more time. Oh boy, let's bend and sway. This one will work. So, unlike digital art, when you make a mistake with a painting, it's kind of a process, right? Like, you got to be very careful, you got to dab it, you got to let it set so that color can actually reset properly so there isn't any like weird discoloring like right in there, right? So, others may teach you that in a different way. That's just the way I choose to do it. If you choose to do it a different way, or if you learn a different way that works for you, that's great. There we go. Alright, so what I'm doing here, as you can see, adding that is actually making Leonardo look a lot darker than the rest of them. And that's because I'm adding the extra color to it, but also because there's grooves in here that I did. So you had texture. So I have to do like double to triple the layer because of the grooves, right? So I have to fill in the divot, then it has to even out. So, you know, it's a little bit of a tedious process, but I like it. I like it. It gives, because it's something different. I wanted to try texture, like something textured. And it's fun, you know, because it really feels like there's action going on in the piece. Like you can feel something, right? No. What did I do? That sucked. Dipped the paint into the wrong paint. There we go. Now we're going to try to fix this. Oh, hey, Nuclear Nuisance. How you doing? Oh, yes, turtle power indeed. Thanks for dropping in. Yes, there we go. Oh, let's see. There we go. Oh boy, we are making some progress here. Alright, so let's take a look here. Yeah, what do you guys think? We're gonna give that a second. Alright, so what do you mad ones think? What does it look like? Look like something, look like nothing? What you thinking? I'll let you guys throw the comments down the bottom while I try to put these lips back on here. Oh, hey, thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, putting some of the detail on it. I think it's turned out nice. I think it's coming out pretty well. Took a minute to get here. Drawing was a little bit of a pain, but it worked out. There we go. And bam. Okay. There we go. Oh, silly old Mikey. Bam. Look at that. That's sexy. Alright, let's see, Ralph. What are we going to do with you, old grump? There we go. There we go. Make that a little bit darker. There we go. Whew. Okay. Now we go over here to oh, wait, hold on a second. This ain't getting it right? Let me get you up close, right? There we go. There you go, right? There's Mikey. Now we're up here, right? So this is where we're at right now. Let me get this over here situated so you guys can see Donatello's face. Oh man, we're almost out of time. Probably just have enough time for me to fix old Donnie here. Well, Eh, why not? I'll just keep going till 10. Why not, right? Okay, so what we're going to do here for the last part before we get off, I think I'm probably going to just do this piece right here. Push this over so you guys can see. So you know, like in the original show, how they would jump up like out of the manhole? That's what we're doing here. You love those damn eldritch horrors, don't you, boy? One of these days you're gonna get an eldritch horror in real life one day, boy. I hope I'm talking to you when that shit comes out of the ground or out of the ocean. I guess I could. I could do that for Halloween. I can do that for Halloween. Okay? I will do that. But I'll tell you what, because the painting aspect of it, I will do something. I can do something. Yeah, we'll do something like that for, you're waiting for it, I'm sure, like most people. Let me get my picture I'm going to use as a reference for this. Because I have a specific picture I want to use. Specifics. Yeah, come. Where is the picture? Wrong. No. Close, but not it. Dadgummit, where is it? Ah. Oh, I think I found it. Ah, there. That's as good as that's gonna get. Okay. I wanted to show me the secrets of the universe, the kind that will drive me mad. Oh, I mean, I can drive you mad if that's what you want. Okay. Can and will deliver. Alright, let's do this last part down here. You know. And the best part about this is all silhouette, right? Whoa, that bubble popped up out of nowhere. That was crazy. Why? I just need the shape. I'll figure it out once I get that all. There we go. Whew, man, I had to raise up for a second. Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. Make sure we got everything where it needs to be, and then I'll do their chest, and I think that'll be about it. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll come back, and then I'll do the little light details, and then you'll be able to see like the outline. It'll make sense because you know the very first comic, April and Neil saw them. They were just a bunch of shadows moving in the dark. She couldn't see anything. And Raph lost one of his size, so you know it's kind of a nod to that, right? So we're going to give that a little bit of time, and I need to find the right type of tan for that. And give me 1 sec. Let's see what we can find over here. Yeah, I think I found some. Alright. Wait, nope. That's not the right type. That is not the right type of goldish tan. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Can I find it? Well, I know what we can do. I need a little bit of water. Let me get that together. Okie dokie, mad ones. Here we go. So I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to mix both of these to give it the tan color that I need for their chest. Right? In theory, it should work. And if it don't, well... oh well. Right? Because once it dries, I can add something else, like a sandy yellow or something. And it'll even it out if it doesn't work. But I think it will. Because that's, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Well, I think we got a winner. Alright, Raph. Let's check on you. Let's see if it's the right deal or not. Alright, that's a decent first layer of coverage. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I'm gonna do the same for Mikey and the rest. I think that'll work. And then we'll come back through here later. Here's a question for you guys since I'm still going. How many of you mad ones are still watching? Throw a yes in the chat if you're still conscious, awake. If your hug coat hasn't snuggled you asleep. There we go. I see the terrorist is still here. He said his hug coat is secured and fastened. He said he is locked in and ready. Well, that is wonderful. Anyone else? Any other mad ones still there? It might just be you tonight, the terrorist. There we go. Boom. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Now that's looking pretty nice. Yeah. Boy, it's going to be hard to let this baby go. I still got to do some detail on their faces. I still got to do a little bit more. But I think right now we might have hit that point. We might hit the point where it needs to dry, I think. Yeah, there's still a lot of wet. So, well, I can't do my normal thing that I normally do at night. Because I don't have a camera. The other camera's out. That's unfortunate. Well, Mad Ones, I have to say tonight was a good show. I enjoyed doing this painting tonight. This was a lot of fun. I thank you all for showing up. And there we go. Go ahead and pause that silly mess. Like I said, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for being the best part of the show. If you like the content I create, hit that subscribe button down there in the bottom right here, I think. Yeah, that's it. Hit that and definitely come back on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Should have the camera be working then. Shouldn't be a problem then. So, yes, definitely. Oh, and motivational word of the night. Dadgummit. I got all my brush slipped off and fell into some paint. Maybe that's it. Maybe that'll be it. Ha! I got it. Sometimes it's better to be slow to anger than quick to anger. Because if you take a moment to think about it, sometimes the things that get on your nerves may not be as bad as you think. Sometimes it's the fact that it's something stupid instead of it being something really detrimental and bad that gets on your nerves. Basically, don't let everything that's dumb and ignorant get on your nerves and put you in a bad position. Sometimes you get hijacked because, situations suck or people are assholes. Anyways, I will see you guys Tuesday. Stay mad. Bye.